The following is a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys? Yeah!
Go Cowboys!
Blowing out of the backfield, exploding down the sideline.
This is Hangin' with the Boys, presented by Wingstop, where flavor gets its wings. Now, your hosts, Nate Newton, Kurt Daniels, Jesse Holley, and Shannon Gross.
You are looking live at a Ford Center that is under some type of repair. That's kind of cool. There's a crane outside working on the Ford logo. But it's Tostitos Championship Plaza outside the Ford Center, the Star in Frisco, Texas, where it is 59 degrees. The high today will be 61. The low tonight will be 40.
That is Nate. This is my boy, Three Pumps. That is Shannon, and the back is Chris Bean, keeping us live and local. I am Salt and Pepper Poppy. Together, we make Hanging with the Boys, the sports talk equivalent of Braille. People feel when we speak.
Brought to you each and every day by Wingstop, where flavor gets its wings. How you doing today, Logan?
Wait.
Great.
Good, man. Good. How are we?
Good.
How you feeling, man?
Your mic's off. Your mic's off.
Is it?
Your mic's off?
Oh, it's
That's
back
on me.
on.
That's on me. That's on me. That's on me.
Trying
That's
to tell
on
me something?
See you, Kurt. Well, fellas.
You feeling all right, though? You dragging today? You said you'd be tired today.
Yeah, I'm
Feeling it?
yeah. I got just enough energy to get through this show.
All right, let's get it.
I got just enough.
Hang in there. Chew it.
Look, see my bottles of water I got set up. I'm just
Ready
like,
to roll.
I'm just like,
Well, last show of the year.
last daily show.
Last daily show of the year. I brought gifts.
Oh.
We normally do this in the second segment, but I stopped by the Roller Grill today on the way to the show,
Big go, huh?
and I brought presents. You can choose whether you want to eat or not on the show. Chris, I know you have company back there, so if they want any of this, I brought taquitos,
Wow.
a variety of
them.
taquitos.
Wow.
I brought 2 glizzies, one for you, Kurt, to eat on the air with condiments. There's you one. Chris, one for you. Jesse can't have any. There's the condiments. Jesse, I got big gulps, huh? Gatorade Zero for when you get done with your water fasting.
Thank you.
Nate, I got us cookies. You get to pick 2, and then I'll take the other one. So we got salted caramel, we got oatmeal raisin, and chocolate chunk.
I'm about to say the oatmeal raisin. That's his deal right there.
You're either
The oatmeal raisin.
You're
is the
either
deal.
on the. You're either. It's like pineapple on pizza. You're either on the oatmeal cookie train, or you're completely off.
Yeah.
You're either
Yeah.
you're either pissed off because it's a fake chocolate chip cookie, or you love oatmeal raisins. I used to hate them, and then I started eating them over there in the training table, and I was like, you know what? I might like these better than I like.
When they had the oatmeal, just
They're solid.
look at Nate. He always got one of them little black boxes from oatmeals.
Well, good.
What was out?
Well, thank you, 7-Eleven, for supporting the show all year long and putting up with us. And,
Yes.
you know, we appreciate everything you've done. They have a pump 8 over there. I checked it out just to make sure. They have 9 pumps.
Wow.
So,
Get you
Jesse,
some gas?
get you some.
Some
I didn't get
gas?
gas. I didn't eat gas today, but I did stop in, and the one we always talk about. So there you go. There's your roller grill. It's pretty economical too. So thank you, 7-Eleven.
It's on the corner.
Thank you.
It is on the corner. It is on the corner. How's the cookie?
Great.
Yeah.
I just hate eating in front of Jesse, man. But
No, brother.
Well, he said yesterday he was okay
Doesn't
with it,
bother
so
me.
I was like, okay, well, I'll go ahead and stop. So.
I pray for you while I'm eating it. Hey. What's my word?
Resume.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Some dude had on my tweet, my X or whatever. I sure wish I could have got a clip of Nate with the resume yesterday.
yeah.
I'm like, Lord Jesus, can I? What's wrong? Happened to the 24-hour news cycle?
All right, fellas. Kurt.
Yeah.
Jordan Lewis got an award
He
yesterday.
did,
What did he
yeah.
get?
It's like the good guy with the award. It's given out by the local media. It means he was, willing to talk, there for him, generally a good guy to them. and someone gets it every year. It's his first time winning, I believe. So
Yeah, the local writers,
I think some of the TV and radio guys too.
people that are in the locker room.
Yeah, the reporters that follow the team all year, and so they always pick a player who they consider was the most helpful, I guess, throughout the season, easiest to deal with, and it was Jordan Lewis this year. So
he deserves it. He has always been available during open locker room. Like, he's always in there, and if someone talks to him, some guys don't appear in there except their day to talk, and they don't want to deal with the media, and they're gone. He's one of those guys that always just sits at his locker and hangs out, and if you want to talk to him, you can. So good for him.
I saw one tweet or X or whatever that he's actually got some better stats than some of the Pro Bowlers that made it. So
Really?
he had a good year. He was pretty solid.
Well, how high on the priority list would you guys make him, bringing him back? Because he's one of the dogs on this team. We're all fans of him. He's starting to get a little bit of national recognition, so I'm sure he's on the radar now. And it's probably not going to be super cheap to sign him. But would you bring him back? I mean, obviously you want to, but how high on the priority list would he be for you?
If we're saying Mike is out the equation, right?
Yeah. Mike,
Okay, so he's out the equation.
Oh, there's two of them in there.
I would say third.
Third, not counting Micah.
Third, not counting Micah.
So who's the first two?
Osa
Osa, yeah.
is my first one.
Okay.
And I'm thinking about. And then Rico.
And then Jordan would be your number 3. Where would you put him, Kurt?
Yeah, probably that. You could maybe say number 2, depending
could.
on the draft.
You could.
I would definitely put Osa 1 for sure.
Yeah.
And then I don't, do you count the kicker? He's probably pretty high up there. But I'm guessing Jordan's not going to break the bank, and he wants to be here. So
You wouldn't think, but I could see him being one of those guys that gets kind of, oh wow, money, because
like Dorrance Armstrong, or
right,
something last year.
some guys that you didn't think would go for a high dollar amount, and somebody valued them more than what you thought, and it's like, oh well, I don't know if we can compete with that. I could see somebody sneaking in here and throwing money at him.
Given that you only got one sure cornerback starter ready to go next year,
Yeah,
gonna have to do something.
yeah. How would you? Who would be your guys, Nate? Top.
I got
3?
like 5 guys that all rank on the same level that they all need to sign. Those 3 guys y'all talking about, and Chauncey, and who else? Who else is free? I'm sorry, y'all. I know we trying to get a ranking on these players, but to sign, if you miss any one of these guys, it's a big loss to me. And that's just how I feel about it.
It's going to be interesting.
I think that the speed in which they get these guys signed are important. Because
Yeah.
if you can get these guys signed right away,
Yeah,
it's definitely going to help how you attack the draft
and save you money probably,
and save
because
you
you don't
some
get in a
money.
bidding war with
Right.
these other teams, right?
That's what I'm saying. Like if you drag your feet like the Cowboys have been known to do, then that can cost you more.
Yeah.
But and then because there's so many holes that you're going into in the draft. At least try to shore some things up. At least to know, all right, cool, I got one defensive lineman. I know I can count on it also. I got this nickel corner. I got this guy who can play. He's tough. He's a locker room guy, physical. Or I got a running back that I know at least can give me 1,000 yards. And now what I pair with him, when I pair it with him. But if all these guys go away, if Osa goes away, if Golson goes away, if Lewis goes away, if Rico goes away, I mean, the needs just keep mounting and mounting and mounting. So the speed in which you sign these guys, I think is extremely important.
Yeah, surely they're not going to wait again on Micah, are they? I mean, Lamb and Prescott just handcuffed him last year.
I hope not.
I mean, just get it done already. Get it done today. Yeah. Like, Jesse, that's a great point of view on that. How much, from a player's perspective, when the team drags their feet, players are people too, right? They want to feel wanted. They want to feel needed. They want to feel like you want them to be here.
Right.
And a lot of times in these situations, the Cowboys do drag their feet, and it's kind of like, well, my girlfriend, she's not paying attention to me, so I'm just going to go see what else is out there. And, oh, look, this one's paying attention to me. And next thing you know, it's like, you could have got them, 1, for cheaper if you'd have done it sooner, and 2, you kind of get that mentality like, well, if you don't want me, I may not want to be here. And even if the money's even, you didn't really want me, so I'm going to go over here because if you wanted me, you'd have got me right out of the gate.
You had all year to get this stuff done. You know, the beginning, like, does
that matter to players?
I think so. I think it does. But also, like, so there's two things that matters when you're talking about a guy like Jordan Lewis and a guy who's been here for a while, has a family. The uprooting of families, like that plays a figure. You know what I'm saying? Like, now the money will play a figure as well. But, you know, if my kids are cool here, if you have a lady or whatever, and she's cool here, you know, how bad do I want to be uprooted? But then it comes to the player's point now is, do you want me or you don't? And the longer you drag your feet, the more open you allow for someone else to come in and sweep me off my feet, to tell me I'm pretty, right? To tell me that they like the way that I do things. And now they offer just as much money. If that team is a contending team, is that team, you know, those things play a factor. That's why I'm saying do it quickly so that also you have guys who are now around your building or something. The guys who can kind of start the process of, hey, let's get guys together, let's do things. Let's not drag our feet and wait. You know, I'm paid, you paid. Let's start getting these guys around. Let's start kind of trying to build that foundation and that culture for our team now that I know that I'm here. But if you drag your feet and it's up in limbo, guys are going to go off and do their own thing and not be around the building and not be here and not try to pull some of these other young guys around because they're just like, I don't know if I'm going to be here or not. So I don't need to put my resources in the other kids who I may not be here with. And that's what you don't want. You want a guy like Jordan Lewis to be in the ear of a Caitlin Carson, right? And see if he can't figure out ways to get him back on the right path. But you wait around, Jordan Lewis is going to be off vacationing with his family and doing other stuff and not really trying to focus on that. So I think that part's really, really important on building your team now. And just those that you want, just let them know that you want them and make it official.
Nate, it'll be 6 days before we are all back together in this room talking about the Cowboys. Do you think a decision will be made on the coaching staff by then? Or do you think we'll still be speculating and wondering what the hell's going on?
I think we'll be speculating, but I think they already know. I think Mr. Jones them know.
Yeah.
According to him today, the hay's in the barn.
Yeah, I think they already know.
Is that what he said?
Yeah, on the radio.
You know,
what does that mean?
the thing about us,
His thought process is already done. The hay's in the barn.
Okay.
the thing about being a Cowboy affiliate, or being close to it, or however you want to look at it, is we looking for that drama too. We're always looking for that drama. So whatever can bring the most hype to the Dallas Cowboys, that's how it will be presented by Mr. Jones.
I wonder how much I wonder if that's just Jerry's style or how much of things like that he thinks through and goes, okay, we're going to do this. How can I get the maximum eyeballs on this? What's the timing? How do I do it? Or if it just, because it's the Cowboys and it's, you know, it's always going to make new. I wonder how much of that is like strategic, you know, because like Jesse, you said the hay's in the barn, right? He's made the decision. Okay, what are we waiting for? We wait until Sunday so they get rid of everybody on Monday? Or we wait until Sunday and then we're going to draw out, you know, saying we're bringing McCarthy back, and then how long do you draw that out, and what's the time? Is it Super Bowl weekend?
And that's the next thing, is that, you know, if we're talking about what things let's talk about that. Let's talk about that.
All right, let's take a break.
Let's take a break.
Let's take a break. Let's eat these glizzies, and we'll come back and talk more football on Hanging with the Boys.
How's Wingstop sound? Crispy, juicy classic wings, sauced and tossed in those 11 soul-satisfying flavors. Paired with hand-cut seasoned fries, house-made honey mustard, blue cheese, or signature Wingstop ranch. I think you've heard enough. Get your flavor delivered at wingstop.com.
This is Nate Newton from Hanging with the Boys, and Wingstop is here to bring the flavor to game day as the official wings of the Dallas Cowboys. Order now by downloading the Wingstop app or ordering online at wingstop.com.
Hey, Cowboys fans, the 2024 football season is here, And SeatGeek is here to help you experience all the action. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the touchdown celebrations this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets at Cowboys football games or to any other live event, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official primary ticketing partner of the Dallas Cowboys. The most disruptive idea in ticketing? A ticket that works. Expect the expected. SeatGeek.
How about them Cowboys? Or how about them Tyson Cowboys Nuggets? As we cheer for the stars on the field, we love that we've also got some stars on our plate, thanks to Tyson brand star-shaped Cowboys Nuggets. They sure make game day special, and for every purchase of the new Tyson Cowboys Nuggets this holiday season, Tyson Foods will donate $1 to the Salvation Army up to $100,000. As you enjoy your stars on and off the plate, remember, tailgates and game day have always been Tyson.
We got big personalities. We got big hair, big belt buckles. We got fans all across this big state and enemies in every other one. We even got a big star on the 50-yard line. Smirnoff knows football is a we thing, an experience that is best enjoyed together. With good drinks and good folks home or away, we rally together. We cry together, and we always rally cry together because, most of all, we got big love for them boys. Smirnoff, we do game days. Please drink responsibly.
Back to Hanging with the Boys.
Welcome back to the second segment of Hanging with the Boys, brought to you each and every day by blockchain.com. Thank you, blockchain.com. Kurt!
Yes.
I see you already gobbled down that glizzy.
So good.
You stopped by the Roller Grill today. Got some cookies. Nate destroyed those cookies. He's like,
y'all gonna ask me a question while I'm eating.
he was like a four-year-old on Christmas morning, just ripped into them and they were gone.
Hey, you know what I live for? If I can get one or two of these a day from my man.
What, the head drop and the shake? You brought joy to his day. Did you? He's struggling to get to the show, and you did that. And he was just smiling. He was like, "Golly,"
because Nate was like, "I'm eating these cookies," and Nate, he eats the cookies and doesn't. I think he real. I don't know if you even realize it or not, but like you're smacking. and eating the cookies.
Oh yeah, I realized.
So, and I'm just like,
I hope Derek's not listening. That's one thing. We get away with a lot on this show, but one thing Derek can't stand is when we eat on this show, especially when we all eat on the show. But sometimes we have to for the sponsors.
It's all with our sponsors. It's, either your boss.
Yeah,
food.
it's a sponsor still.
Yeah.
How good the cafe food is.
Yes.
Well, stop by the Roller Grill. They got good stuff. Fill up at Pump 8.
All our sponsors about to change. They're about to be like, no more
on this show.
No more
Thank
food.
you.
You're welcome. Wow.
Thank you. This cookie is good.
I know they're good.
And this taquito is good. I think it's called that. I don't know.
Yeah. You got 4 of them back there. There's a variety. Tell me which one you like the best. Try them all. So yeah, we fed the crew today. And the sub crew. So stop by Pump 8. They have 89-cent big gulps at participating stores. I was going to bring big gulps, but I didn't have the band.
Oh, big gulps, huh?
To tote all that down here.
Yeah,
So
you're right.
thank you, 7-Eleven, for being a sponsor all year. We really appreciate it. So
You know what's so amazing now? I mean, Jesse, you're not in this, but you brought all that stuff for my man. And he quickly gave it. He quickly gave it to me.
I'd already had lunch. That hot dog looked good, though. I'm going to have to pick one up.
did look good.
They on the corner.
There you go. Stop by on the way from work.
That's right.
All right, Jesse, you were about to make a point. We were talking about free agency, signings, coaching staff, all that stuff.
And with the coaching staff, because it's not just Michael from Pittsburgh. It's all of the coaches, right? Like all of them, their contracts end when his ends. So if you're going to drag your feet with that, then you're missing opportunities to interview.
Get the best out there, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if I can say, but like Vrabel, like he was interviewing today in New York.
Yep.
If that's one of the guys that you want, you might want to You might want to make this thing, more rapid in what you're if you're gonna change, if you're going to change, then you need to go ahead and make this as soon as you're already late. Because if you're saying the hate was already in the barn and the thought process was kind of pretty much made up, when you came to a final decision, you should have just done it.
Right. Does that tell you? How do you feel about it? Do you think McCarthy's coming back?
I don't, because if you didn't get an extension with 12-5, and you didn't get an extension at no point in time this year, I don't know what more you could have done in this year that would have made them want to bring you back.
That's a good point.
That's good knowledge there.
Yeah. How do you feel about it, Kurt? You think he's coming back?
No, I mean, same thing. I mean, all season long we've been hearing Jerry and Steven saying, we like what he's doing. He's doing a great job, yet there's
But it's
no
always
contract.
a but.
Yeah, there's no contract movement. So
What do you think, Nate? How you feel?
I want him back, but that's good stuff. But the thing about I've always knew about when he's interviewing coaches that are free from teams, they fly off. They meet somewhere. You know that they'll fly out to the hey man, meet me in the Bahamas. Get your agent, meet me. So they do. If they want a coach and they really interested, they sneak off. I'm talking about the ones that are not connected.
Mm-hmm.
And so I like Coach McCarthy. I want him back. Jim. I want him back. But
he sound like Michael Irvin right there. I want him back.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's some things that Mike didn't do that the masses liked, and I would like to believe that Mr. Jones don't listen to the masses, and I mean masses for us, other people and other organizations. You know what I'm saying? Other looking over in other people's program, which you always supposed to do because you want to see what they're doing to be successful. Now you ain't necessarily got to call their people, but I think Mr. Jones does that sometimes. Some of his owner brother, hey man, I like you, dude. Share that with me.
Right.
And he get to thinking. How Mr. Jones to get to thinking, man, that could be a big move. Oh, Mike, you gone. See you later, bro.
Yeah.
I don't owe you nothing. You did a great job for what you did, and now you're getting all these great speeches and
that's another thing. It's like he didn't have to fire, right? Like the contract expires.
Right.
It just goes away.
Yeah.
We're done. Our business here, you provided a service, I provided a payment.
Yeah.
It's done.
Yes.
And now you can but yeah, like this can't be an offseason of dragging of feet. It just can't on any level. If that's going to be your coaches, then if Mike Zimmer is going to be your DC, now I don't know how the way that he was talking to it's a question of whether he even wants to coach, period, anymore. If these are going to be your guys, then let it be known immediately. Let's move forward if these are going to be your dudes, and let's not drag our feet with anything this offseason.
That's a great point. Like, you've always done that, and look where it's got. If you talk about changing the culture and act with purpose this year. You got too many holes to fill. You got too many uncertainties. You got too many needs in the draft. You got too many, your big dogs up for renewal. You've got the coaching. Like, I think that's a great point. Like, change the culture. Start at the top and go get the guys you want, sign them, take care of them. Let everybody know, hey, we're doing stuff different.
Yeah, we're open. We're let people know we are open for business.
Yeah.
And change the narrative of what people feel and say about you. And don't sell the hopium. Don't sell the all-in. Go show it.
Yeah.
Go show
the fans.
Show the
players.
fans. Show the players.
Yeah.
So that way,
I like it.
Things are kind of buttoned up. And now I know exactly what I look forward to going into this offseason.
Mm-hmm.
We're not still trying to piece this thing together. Because we shouldn't get to OTAs and now guys are not, those guys that we're talking about ain't got contracts yet.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And now they're talking about holding out.
So when is that signing date? Do we all know when that signing date? Or they can sign at any time?
For who?
For the guys that are free agents. They can sign at any time.
You can sign them anyway. They're ours. They're ours. We could sign them. We could have signed them yesterday. Sign them today. Sign them this weekend. Whenever we want because they belong to us.
Yes.
When can other teams pick them up? Is it as soon as the last game's over?
When is it?
Chris, do you know that?
When is that?
March when the
12th.
NFL league when it opens up again?
March 12th is the new. It's when the
NFL year begins.
starts.
So you have until March 12th to get a deal done before other people can
And that's what the question I was asking.
take your guys or tamper or whatever.
Or a couple days before that for tampering.
For tampering, yeah.
Right.
Okay.
See,
But
that-
yeah,
that's
like
what
you
I was
said,
trying to figure out.
Don't
right
wait.
now.
Don't wait.
Go get them.
So that way and then now you can start your tampering. You know what I mean? You can start your tampering with those other guys and saying,
Right.
"Hey, look, this is what we brought back. This is not a rebuild. This is not a." So those guys who are looking around and saying, "I want to go to a contender. I want to be a part of a contender," you can say, "Hey, man, we signed up Micah. We signed up Osa. We signed up here. Boom, we're going.
Mm-hmm.
Come join us." But
We need you to fit here.
Right.
This is where
you're the missing piece for what we need.
Yeah.
But guys looking around, you're like, well, you still ain't signed Mikey yet.
Right.
You still ain't signed so yet. No, I don't know how serious you guys are about winning. And this is my moment where I need to go and cash out and go get somewhere where I can play and contend. So I just don't think this should be a year of just dragging your feet, man. Like,
Yeah.
this can't be a year dragging your feet.
What if the dragging the feet, and I'm sorry I'm going back to McCarthy, but what if the dragging the feet is like he's one of the lowest paid coaches in the league, and he's had a good run, 12 and 5 seasons. I think over that span he has one of the highest records. What if he's like, I got to get paid like the big boys up there? Could that be like Jones wants him back, but
that
don't want to pay him?
I'm sure that conversation had to happen in September, right? Off season. Hey, I'm coming to my final year.
Yeah.
You can't. No way you're gonna be able to pay me what you paid me before. That's just inflation says that. You know what I'm saying? Like anytime a contract is up, I need to now be paid somewhat similar to where the market is going, right? If prices are going up, then help me meet the cost of living. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and for Mike, yeah, like you got to go in there and say, well, yeah, you can't pay me the same 5 you paid me the last 5 years. I need 7 now.
Chris, what's your you always have interesting point of views. What's your feeling
Wow.
on the coaching staff? Do you think McCarthy will be back, or do you think they'll go in a different direction?
I'm kind of on the fence. I think that if he comes back, I believe that there needs to be some change underneath him with the rest of the staff, I think. I think that's every year. You look every year, the staff is always changing, So, but if it's like I don't think we're going to come back with the same. Everybody's the same. I don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah, I agree. How many coaches do you think will be in Washington next year that are on the staff? I bet there's a few.
Yeah. If you go and close your eyes and say who are the best coaches on this staff, I think those guys stay.
Okay. Whether McCarthy's here or not.
I think that's just my opinion.
Yeah. Okay. All right, let's take our last break. When we come back, could be a lot of these guys' last game ever this weekend. I want to know if you remember your last game ever, and maybe a couple of these other guys that played in some last games ever, if they knew that was their last game when it happened and what that was like. When we come back for the last segment of the last daily show, I'm going to get sentimental. I might cry in the last segment. Tune in. Be right back.
How's Wingstop sound? Crispy, juicy classic wings, sauced and tossed in those 11 soul-satisfying flavors. Paired with hand-cut seasoned fries, house-made honey mustard, blue cheese, or signature Wingstop ranch. I think you've heard enough. Get your flavor delivered at wingstop.com.
This is Nate Newton from Hangin with the Boys, and Wingstop is here to bring the flavor to game day as the official wings of the Dallas Cowboys. Order now by downloading the Wingstop app or ordering online at wingstop.com.
Hey Cowboy fans, I'm Dak Prescott, quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. But lately, I've been learning a new game, crypto. Sound confusing? Don't worry, even us pros were rookies in crypto once. That's why I trust blockchain.com. They make crypto easy. No confusing jargon, just the tools to help you win.
Prescott keeps it, slides with a first down.
Invest like your icons, where everyone is a rookie in crypto with blockchain.com.
Perfect throw, my goodness. Wow, did he ever thread the needle.
Visit blockchain.com/Cowboys to get started.
Fall is here, and that means football is back, bringing all the delicious game day foods with it. As you prep for all the big games, tailgates, and watch parties, let Yo Quiero be your one-stop destination for all things home gating. Yo Quiero's fresh, flavorful, ready-to-serve guacamole, made with real Hass avocados, will score taste bud touchdowns as you cheer on the Cowboys. Yo Quiero's wide range of mouth-watering and versatile products can be found in your local grocery store's produce or deli section. Grab some today.
Hey, Cowboys fans, the 2024 football season is here, and SeatGeek is here to help you experience all the action. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the touchdown celebrations this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Cowboys football games or to any other live event, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official primary ticketing partner of the Dallas Cowboys. The most disruptive idea in ticketing? A ticket that works. Expect the expected. SeatGeek.
Back to Hanging with the Boys.
Welcome back to the final segment of Hanging with the Boys, brought to you each and every day by Jigsaw, the proud dating partner of the Dallas Cowboys. We were going to take phone calls all show.
Yeah.
Until you brought in the cookies.
Whoops. You know what? Let's do that Thursday. Thursday, if there's not any major changes or signings, maybe we'll just do phone calls all
I thought
day.
someone was supposed to be out today. That's why we were taking calls. Wasn't someone supposed to be out?
I don't think so. I think we were just letting everybody say goodbye because we didn't really want to talk about the game this week because it doesn't really mean a lot to us. Now, it will mean something to a lot of players because this may be their last game. Some of them probably know this will be their last game, and some probably don't know this will be their last game, not only in a Cowboys uniform, but ever in the NFL. Did you guys, your last games that you played in, did you know it was going to be your last game, or did you not know it was going to be your last game?
I knew it was going to be my last game. Carolina Panthers.
You did know?
Yeah.
What was it like playing, knowing like this is the last time I'm going to do what I love?
Sitting on the bench, watching, not playing no more.
Did it kind of did you get in your feels a little bit, or were you like, man, it's time?
It's time, bro. See, I had so much fun, and I played so hard and so good for so long. So when it was over, I knew it.
No regrets.
None whatsoever.
I'll tell you
All
what.
I wanted was the check.
I'll tell you what. There's probably very few, well, maybe not very few, but there's a lot of athletes that don't squeeze all the juice out of the grape. That 90s Cowboys team,
They got it all.
I'm pretty sure 90% of those guys
They got it all.
on a professional level, on a personal level, on an entertainment level, on a
Harry Hines level.
every level there is. You know, especially in Atlanta, from what we've heard. But
Don't mention Atlanta.
there's no regrets. Like, what
We
a time to
outdrunk
be
'em and
alive.
outplayed 'em.
What a life. What a career.
You know that, Jeff? We out-drunk them and we outplayed them. The Bills. We out-drunk them and we outplayed them.
Did you guys hang out together often?
Oh, yeah. Hey, here you go. What's a great player name?
Bruce Smith.
Hey, you go, Bruce. Take a nut. There you go. Hey, on me, Bruce, all night.
Wait, hey. Because y'all knew, couldn't nobody out party y'all. Because y'all were used to that, right?
Yes,
so it was
sir.
like, if they party on our level, they're done.
They done, bro.
What about
We
you?
got them in the second half, coach. Just keep calling play.
That stamina is going to be. Jess, did you know the last time that you played that it was going to be your last game?
I was in New England. Mm-hmm. I was dying for them to come knock on my door and come get me.
Really?
Yeah, I was done. I couldn't quit. That just wasn't in me. But I went through 4 training camp roommates. 4.
Wow.
And every time they came,
You thought you're like, please be me.
please be me. I just knew.
Were you just over it?
I was over it.
Yeah.
I knew it wasn't fun to me anymore.
Was it because of the kind of the journeyman career you'd had on special teams?
I was
stuff,
ready
or
for the next.
what?
I knew for me, this was it. Like, it was either going to be you're going to be a special teams guy all your life, which is not a bad thing to be. I was, what was fun to me no longer became fun. Like, I used to enjoy conditioning. I used to enjoy watching film. I enjoyed the preparation. I enjoyed the competition. And when that became a burden, this is it. I was like, I don't want to, I can't do this anymore. And I don't know if it was New England that took the life out of me, but it no longer became what I enjoyed to do.
It was work.
It was work, and it was like straining work. You know what I mean? Like I used to really enjoy, like even now, like when the season's good, I enjoy getting the chance to go and watch film and break. Like that part I've always enjoyed. I've always enjoyed that. I've always enjoyed, like, I always wanted to be the most conditioned person on the field. I wanted to be able to run and make you get tired and not me. And when all that stuff became like, I guess I'll get up and do it. I was like, this is it. And they'll come knocking. I'll be like, Holly? Nah, Sanchez. I'm like, hey.
I remember my agent called me, man. I come home and the season getting ready to start, about a month or two. Big Noon, you ready? My agent, Jim? What are you talking about, bro? You ready? I'm finna call a few teams. I'm tell them you're out there. We know you ain't gonna be in the first wave. But we probably can get you there. A couple of injuries. I said, Jim, come on, man. Come on, you for real? I said, man, bro, I don't care. I tell you what, Jim, if they call, tell them thank you, but no thank you. But I ain't doing this no more. Well, I just want to check with you, Big Noon. Keep yourself in shape. I said, bro, I ain't never been in shape. So keep yourself in shape. Come on, man.
What was the first thing you guys did that you hadn't been able to do after you retired? You were like, you know what? I haven't, whether it was a vacation, whether it was just eat bad food, whether it was.
I spent the holidays with my family.
Yeah.
Oh.
I did Thanksgiving. I went home. I went back to Jersey.
Because you were always playing?
I was
training?
always playing.
Yeah.
I was always playing, whether it was college, whether it was the pros.
Even high school games on Thanksgiving.
I had high school games on Thanksgiving. I played high school games. So I went, that was the first time that I went back to.
How old were you?
What?
Whenever you retired?
28.
So 28, 29 years old, first time you got to spend holidays with your family.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So, yeah, I went back. I spent Thanksgiving, Christmas. Like I got a chance. Like I hadn't done that in such a long time. So I went and spent the holidays with the family.
What about you, Nate?
Did the same thing. Hopped in my car and went to traveling. Just wherever I landed.
That's where it started.
That's where it gonna end.
I actually, funny thing. I actually went on after I did the holidays. I went back and finished the Mexico vacation that I was on when New England called me. I had just landed in Cancun, and so I went back and finished that vacation when I got done as well.
She was still there, huh?
They
Hey Poppy, they don't call me Salt Pepper Poppy for nothing, baby.
You know what would be fun for you?
What's that?
Since you like to travel so much, we should bring a map in here next week and just put it up, and we all throw a dart at it.
See what he.
And then Nate gets in his car and just drives to all three locations.
Yeah.
See, if we could get Nate and just Nate, because you've made it very clear, none of us are going with you, so we're not asking.
Unless the Cowboys win the Super Bowl, then we go on a road trip.
Oh,
but like,
plant that flag.
we got to get a sponsor that gives Nate like a vehicle that we can just send Nate on road trips.
Oh, we could make that happen. Ford would give him one of them big F-350s
and just go.
Oh man!
Clean the back out, put him a bed back there, and just let him roll. He can call in for a month. Hey, here's where I'm at today.
We'll just do different spots.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. What's the furthest you've ever driven, north or south? Like how far have you gone to
Michigan?
Canada?
I went up to Michigan. Yeah, I drove to Canada, but it was Canada. It was a vacation with my son and my wife, so I've been up in Canada. With the basketball team, what's the name of it?
Toronto?
Yeah, I've been up there. That's the farthest I went, yeah. Tijuana, Mexico, I think that's the farthest I went.
South of San Diego?
Yeah, but I've never been
Northwest?
up to, I got to
I
get
have
to
pictures
Washington.
of that one.
Yeah, I got to get pictures of Washington.
Huh. What's the furthest you've traveled, Kurt?
By car?
Or
Yeah.
just, I mean, I've been to London.
A car?
No, but I didn't know that was by car.
Yeah. Driven.
Probably like up to Wyoming, to Rocky Mountain.
That's a nice.
Oh, that's a
drive.
nice. Oh, you talking about
Is it beautiful up there?
Oh, yeah. Oh, come on, bro.
What's the most beautiful place you've been?
Like Butte, Montana, where you go up into Butte, you go going through Wyoming, you drop down into this ravine, and you just go miles and miles, and then you come out into a bunch of flat, thousands of acres, man. And you talking about something beautiful.
Like straight out of Yellowstone. Huh?
Oh my, yeah, man. And I looked around and I realized that me and my wife was the only black for thousands and thousands of miles. My partner who I went to see, he said, glad to have you. Just bringing a little spice to the life.
What's the furthest you've driven, Jess?
You
driven to
Jersey, Texas?
No.
Fort Worth count?
Yeah, Fort Worth definitely feels like you're driving forever. Shoot, probably North Carolina to Fort Lauderdale.
Was that about 12 hours?
Spring break action.
10 hours?
A random trip. Me and my best friend. Just I literally flew to North Carolina. He get in the car. He like, man, let's go to Florida. I'm like, you serious? He like,
Yeah, why not?
let's go. And I'm like, let's go. Like literally, I land. We go right to the rental car place and get a rental car and just drive to Florida.
Wow.
We drove to Fort Lauderdale.
That's a long, random.
It was like so random. It was so random, and we had a ball. We stopped in Atlanta. We stopped in. We had friends in Atlanta. We had friends in Atlanta.
So did Nate.
It's a good place to have friends at.
You know, when you just drive, I've been close to Yellowstone, never been into Yellowstone. You know, I've been past monuments and stuff. I just be like, just driving. It just, you know, now back in the day when you could drink and drive, oh my God, I come out of that trance and I just be in another state.
There's nothing.
How far is it?
But now you can't drink and drive, so you don't wear everywhere you go.
Yeah, we don't want to promote that.
No, I'm just saying back in the day because it was what it was.
Right.
I mean,
hell,
life, life is much safer now. You see less incidents because of that. That's one of the positive things they did in this world is take away that drinking and driving, man. Even though I never had an accident while drinking, thank God. But I've seen some that has been drinking, and boy, you be like, wow.
There's not much better therapy than going on like a 12, 15-hour car ride by yourself. If you're going through it.
What's your longest thing?
Probably Jacksonville, Florida from Monroe. I think it was 14 hours, but I was in a 17 or 21-foot U-Haul van pulling a 14-foot trailer with a Jeep with a 3-inch lift kit on it.
Hey.
Yeah, I had some beef behind me, and I was I was helping a buddy of mine move. We split up. We stopped in Mobile, and then we went to Jacksonville, and I was a nervous wreck. Had
you have to be real careful and stuff like that.
Had an AM radio in it. Like I didn't have no CDL or nothing. I'm just driving, the wind get to blowing that trailer, kick a little bit. Woo! It's dicey sometimes, but
I do want to do like from DC to California, like a road trip, or like in an RV, a couple of buddies. I always want to do that
and just pick places to stop.
Just like we got no timetable. You know,
take a week if you want to take it.
Take a week, and we just drive across.
I'm gonna tell you, I got one of my buddies. I said, "Man, come on." He needed to go to Wyoming, Rat Pass, Butte. He said, "Man, come on." But I told him, I said, he's an older gentleman. I said, "Sir, we're gonna be in Texas all day." He didn't believe it. So we left about 12 o'clock, around about 10:30 at night. Man, he just went to cuss. Hey, you'd have told me we'd have been in Texas all. I say, man, I told you. You're going to be in Texas.
You don't realize how big Texas is
No, you don't.
until you drive across it.
And he
You're
drove
right.
from Tennessee to Texas. Got a good night's sleep. We took off that morning. And I'm telling him, so we're going to be in Texas all day. You know. And then when we got to Wyoming, and that's another just – and it ain't nothing out there. It ain't just ravines and mountains, but you can see the change in the environment and the scenery. Just so beautiful. And I told him, I say, just enjoy it, man. You look at one hill, you see another hill. You want to go over that.
At least there's hills and mountains. Like when you're in West Texas, you talking about the most boring drive.
And you better hope the wind do not pick up. Because what you own is gonna move you, man.
All right, fellas. I don't even know if this matters, but we'll do it anyway. What is your prediction for the game, Kurt?
I'm gonna take Washington. They got more to play for. I'll say like 27-24.
27-24. Nate?
They still got to worry about whether they want to hurt up their quarterback. He did a lot of running last week, we want to see what he gonna do, and I want to get my quarterback beat up. I mean, the two people you're gonna play, what is Philadelphia? He fighting for position versus Philadelphia and the Rams. The Rams defense ain't no joke either, so they can get after you. So
playing for a half and get him out of there.
Yeah, if they ain't dominating us, you know. I get him out of there, and then, boy, we just take off and win that game.
Nate's got the Cowboys winning by how many?
Oh, yeah. If he's not playing, a landslide.
Okay.
Yeah, landslide.
Chris, what you got?
Someone's going to win the game.
That's a Nate Newton.
What you got, Jesse?
It wouldn't surprise me for the Cowboy thing to do if they go and win this football game. But the likelihood of them doing that probably won't. Micah needs a half a sack, right, to get to 10?
Right, yeah.
I think Micah needs a half a sack to get to 10.
Somebody need the running back need what? A yard or two to get ahead of somebody.
So I got the Cowboys losing this game 24-13.
24-13.
So that don't sound like the hay is in the barn.
Well,
I'm going to go out on a high note. I'm going to say Cowboys win 17-16.
Yeah, that's not even believable. You don't even believe that answer.
I do believe it.
You do?
With all of my heart.
Okay.
Hay is in the barn. Fellas, it's been a great year. It's fun. We'll be back Thursday. This team could look a whole lot different in a lot of different ways on Thursday. So
Thursday could be
11?
exciting.
Is it 11 on Thursday, Chris?
Is it 11 or 1?
You're at 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock?
Well, he was hoping you could see it in his
No,
eye.
I couldn't remember.
I'm sure our group text will be on fire starting Monday morning with all the possible changes. So, fellas, it's been
noon on Sunday is probably gonna be on fire. It usually is.
Yeah, that's true. There you go. Kurt, good seeing you. Jesse, good luck with your. You'll be on the juice next time we meet, huh? Thursday?
Yes.
So you do taking what, steroid? What type?
Yeah, I need to. You got to hook up.
So
hey, when I was a fat man playing, I had to use steroid.
So every one of us need to bring you a different juice.
Ooh, let's do that.
Okay.
Remind us.
Yeah.
Yeah, remind us.
We'll bring Jesse a different time. Is there anything you don't like? Anything you won't drink or try?
Well, what's the best part?
I'm not a mango fan.
Okay, low sugar?
That's fine.
Or does it matter?
That doesn't matter.
Okay.
Just juice.
We'll all bring a juice
Try to get 100%
on Thursday.
juice.
We'll bring our peace offering since we're not going to go through this with you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
We'll
Yeah,
participate.
I didn't snap on you guys this week, so that's a good
you
thing.
didn't. You didn't. You did good.
He wanted to.
Chris, thanks for keeping us on the air. Jazz Josh, thanks for keeping them company. Little Beams, thanks for contributing to the show. Everybody have a great weekend. Go Cowboys. We'll see you next Thursday.
We out.
This has been a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about this, Cowboys? Yeah!